Hi guys, just a quick video about the new DJI Inspire 1 quadcopter. Just wanted to show you the case and what comes in the case, and I'll do some more videos about the more technical aspects of it. But just very quickly, this is the case. Everyone who's bought one already is getting this case. We're not sure whether that will continue beyond the first batch, but I suspect it probably will. Now the case isn't a pelly case, it's not a very thick plastic, it's quite lightweight, which is great for most of us who are just going to throw this in the car boot or gently place it in the car boot, and we know that it's nicely protected. But I think if you were going to throw it in the back of a wagon with a load of other pelly cases, with a load of other equipment in pelly cases, you probably would want to go the whole hog and buy a pelly case for this, or if it was going on an aeroplane perhaps in the hold. But you know, for 90% of people, putting it in the car boot is going to be absolutely fine, and nice and lightweight as well. So let's open up the case and see the goods themselves. So you can see obviously the quadcopter in the middle. It's in travel mode at the moment, which means it's flat. Normally it's either in undercarriage down mode or undercarriage up mode, but for traveling, to fit in this case, it needs to be flat. So you can toggle the switch, the up down switch 4 times, or you can just press a button in the app to activate travel mode or to exit travel mode. So you'll see on the left hand side we've got the battery here, and there's actually holes for 1, 2, 3, 4 batteries in total. Let me show you the battery itself. It will be quite familiar in some respects to people who've had Phantoms, and you'll see why in a moment. But let's see the specs. It's 4,500 milliamp hours, it's 99.9 watt hours, which is just about the maximum you can take on an aeroplane. So if you are taking this abroad, you want to be sticking to these 4,500 milliamp hour TB47 batteries and not going for the higher capacity ones. It's 22.2 volts. So the reason I say it might be familiar to Phantom owners is if you push that, it gives you the status of the battery. So mine's fully charged at the moment. So I mentioned the high capacity battery. There's a 5,700 milliamp hour battery coming, which makes it way over the 100 watt hour limit for taking on an aeroplane. So if you are taking it abroad, or planning to take it abroad, you might be better buying 2 of these or 3 of these rather than going for the high capacity one. These will give about 18 minutes and the high capacity one about 22. There may be a bit of a delay on the high capacity ones as well, because they can't be shipped to us by air, so they're going to have to come by ship, which is causing a bit of a delay. So looking at the box, you also get the camera and gimbal, which is 1 unit in this box here, an extra ND filter in this little pouch, which you would change for the filter that's already on the lens if you wanted to use that one. The props are in the top box here, the top of the box there. There's obviously the transmitter, which we'll come on to in a moment. The charger sits down here. It's got a little Velcro strap which holds it in place, and I'll show you the ends there. It's quite a clever way they've done that. Let's have a quick look at the camera gimbal. So you'll see, obviously it's all integrated. It comes with a 16GB Lexar memory card, class 10. It's got the filter on it that I mentioned, which is actually an addition since the pre-production models that we saw when I was in China 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I think that's what caused the delay. So that has like a bayonet fitting and attaches to the bottom of the quadcopter that way. Here's the transmitter. This is the tablet and smartphone holder. So you just hold this button down and it extends automatically. And if you've got a tablet, this is a 7-inch tablet, you can just, I like to hold the button down, push it back, and then that's held securely. If you've got a smartphone, you actually flip up these little gadgets here, and then your smartphone goes in like that, and there you have it. And the app is really, really good. Not only does it give you the live video, but it allows you to set all the settings, calibrate the compass, and all that kind of thing are done through the app, which makes it really neat. It even speaks to you. Actually, I'm not sure if that's the app or the transmitter. It might be the transmitter that speaks to you. So at the bottom of the transmitter you can see the usual battery indicators. You see mine's currently fully charged. This glows when it's on. This is the undercarriage up-down switch, and we can switch that, as I said, 4 times to change it in and out of travel mode. If you push that button, it's got an H on it and an arrow. It will return to home. The aircraft will fly back and land at the location that you logged when you took off. But it can also do dynamic home point now, where it will come back to wherever you are. So if you're on a moving vehicle, for instance a boat, obviously you wouldn't want it to go back and land at the location where you took off from, because that's probably in the middle of the sea. So with this facility it will follow you, dynamic home point, it will come back and land where you are now, which is quite good. I'll just show you. I need to take this plastic off, obviously it's still brand new, but if you look at the back there you'll see this is sort of the light bridge part, the integrated light bridge. So on the furthest left there you've got the USB, and that will connect to your smartphone or tablet, and you'll be able to, as I said, see live streaming video, moving map, and also change all your settings. The next port is a CAN bus port, which doesn't actually do anything as yet, it's kind of for future expansion. Then a micro USB port, which I've not come across anything that you use that for. You would have thought you would use that for doing a firmware update, but you don't. Doing a firmware update is actually done through the furthest left USB port. And then furthest right you've got, I think, a mini HDMI, which would then plug into something like a Black Pearl screen. Incidentally, this mount will hold a Black Pearl screen, so you could plug that in and happily view the feed coming out of the light bridge. Obviously something like a Black Pearl isn't going to be as good as a tablet, because you can't control the camera and change the settings from just a passive screen. It needs to be a touchscreen tablet device for that. But yeah, it's incredibly neat, very well polished design, and everything seems very well thought through. I haven't come across anything that doesn't make perfect sense so far, and the quality and the build quality and everything is extremely good. So that's probably it for now. You've seen the aircraft, everything that comes in the box. I wanted to keep this video quite short, and then I'll go on in subsequent videos to sort of talking you through the app and setting things up and doing your first flight. So thanks for watching, and please watch my later videos. Thank you. Bye bye.